What is up, everybody? Hello, 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 and welcome. You made it to the live stream. I made it to the live stream. I'm super excited. It's been a long, long, long while since I have been on the YouTube live. If you've been following us for a while, we had another channel. We moved back to Lakewood Ranch. So just about 3 months this week, we moved back and launched the channel. Um, yep, the beginning of the year. And now we're going live, and I'm super excited. This is the first one. If you're watching live, thank you for joining. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. This is all about life in Lakewood Ranch. And quite honestly, these are one of the favorite things that I get to do when it comes to making content and videos. Why, you ask? Because it is interactive and I get to speak to you. I get to answer your questions. I get to respond to your comments. So if you are watching live, feel free to drop a comment and or a question in the chat. If you are watching on replay, still drop a question and a comment. I will find it afterwards and definitely respond. I do my best to respond to every comment, good, bad, and or indifferent. If you don't feel comfortable in the chats, send us an email at info@the941 lifestyle group. So here's what I want to know. Where are you watching from? That's first and foremost. And what's your interest in Lakewood Ranch? I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, a little bit about what you can expect from these live streams. So my name is Adam Miller. I am a real estate agent, lifestyle matchmaker, team leader of the 941 Lifestyle Group. And did I say content creator? Content creator, because I love watching videos on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. And you can find us on all of those. There are going to be links in the descriptions down to all the stories that we talk about, my contact information if you are on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I am Adam Miller in Florida. I have to do that because I've just bounced around the country quite a bit. So here's what this live stream is going to be about. It is about life in Lakewood Ranch. So obviously responding to your questions and your comments, any kind of news stories about Lakewood Ranch, anything that's new and that's coming. If there's anything specific related to real estate, we'll discuss that. Maybe it's communities, maybe it's one of our new listings, maybe it's just questions that you had. The statistics in the Sarasota, Manatee County area, gosh, it's a little weird. They come out like something ridiculous, like 6 weeks after the month. Like right now, the statistics will come out like the third week in March for February. Is that right? I think that's right. So just wait. So there are a couple of things that I might talk about that one. So what I'm going to do now is share my screen. I have a bunch of stories that I want to share with you, and yeah, some super exciting things. All right, we're sharing the screen. Let's think. How do I share the whole entire screen? All right, so we're going to do that first. This is the first story that I want to talk about, which is things that are coming new to Lakewood Ranch. And this specifically is actually in Waterside. For those of you who do not know, Lakewood Ranch is about 33,000 acres. It is in Manatee County and in Sarasota County. Sarasota County is Waterside, and there's a cute little downtown area. There's actually 3 downtown areas in Lakewood Ranch. There is the Green, which is more in North Lakewood Ranch, I guess. In Central Lakewood Ranch, you have Main Street. And then in South Lakewood Ranch, you have Waterside. And there are a bunch of new restaurants opening up soon, which is awesome. I want to talk about that specifically because if you don't know, I am a real estate agent and self-proclaimed foodie, worked in the restaurant business for about 15 years, a lot of mom and pop restaurants. I worked for Panera Bread for a long time. I was the regional director for Wolfgang Puck. Love food, love checking out new restaurants. So first new restaurant that is coming is called All's Well. It is a new gastropub. And I hate the name gastropub because it's just so, I want to say generic, but gastropub, too trendy. But what it says is it's a pub setting that serves high quality food with high quality drinks, with the focus being on upscale comfort foods with a twist. Sounds good. And some of their items that they are saying is coming is duck shepherd's pie. Come on, that sounds ridiculous. I'm gonna try it, and then I'm gonna make it because I make a good shepherd's pie. Bone-in beef rib with garlic, black garlic barbecue, codfish and chips with English pure pea puree. Not going to go through everything on here. Again, these links are going to be in the description down below. This I thought was cool too. BFG, baked, fried, and grilled wings. Anyway, all's well. I think it's supposed to open up in, does it say? Don't know when it's coming, but it's coming soon. Speaking of which, new just opened this week is, let me find it. This one is, did I not show? Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Oh, there we go. There you go. All right. Agave Bandito. Drop a comment down below. Have you been to them yet? They opened up this past week, I want to say on the 11th, South Florida inspired Mexican restaurant and tequila bar. I've heard good things. I've heard bad things. I saw a thread the other day about somebody complaining because they did not have high chairs for kids and baby changing stations. Yeah, mixed feelings on that one. I've opened up a bunch of restaurants before, and some of them absolutely did not have any of those things for specific reasons, right? Not wanting to have kids in the restaurants. And some of them definitely had baby changing stations in the men's room and the ladies' room, high chairs, of course, because you want to be able to accommodate children. Mixed feelings on it because obviously, it's a tequila bar, not necessarily the place that you want to have kids hanging out, but it is waterside and there's lots of kids there. And yeah, I don't know. Mixed feelings. Drop a comment down below if you have some strong feelings on it. We are probably going to give it another couple of days before we go. I've opened up restaurants before. I know those first weeks are just crazy. There's lots of hiccups. So I'm pretty excited for them because I've actually been enjoying tequilas lately, not shots of tequila, like sippable tequilas. So I'm excited to maybe learn a little more. I'm hoping that their bartenders have some knowledge about mezcal and tequila. All right, next up on the list, this I'm excited for, Deep Lagoon Seafood and Oyster House. If you saw the first video that I dropped on this channel, it was about why we moved from the Lakewood Ranch area to Maui and back to Lakewood Ranch. And I know you're going to think this is crazy, but one of the reasons we did so was oysters. Now, of course, there were lots of other more important reasons that we moved back here: family, friends, traveling, costs, options, opportunities. But I'm telling you, oysters on Maui, $6, sometimes $7 each. I'm sorry, let me say that again. $6 each. You can do the math on that one. Here, let me do it for you. 6 times 12, that's $72. $72 a dozen. Are you kidding me? Oh, and they were delicious. They were the koisu oysters, I think they call, from the Pacific Northwest. So they're small and sweet, but like tiny. So not only are they $6 or $7, they're like little teeny ones. So had oysters probably half a dozen times since we've been back. I'm excited for Deep Sea Oyster House. I actually did a video over there the other day, coming soon. It was actually called Coming Soon to Waterside. It's actually on the channel. I think it was the last video we dropped. So that was a little sneak peek, but man, first of all, the place looks awesome. It's right in the heart of Waterside, right in the kind of the central area, right on the main road, right on the lake with killer views. There was an outdoor bar, looked beautiful. Cannot wait. That says spring of 2024. Well, we are in spring of 2024, so we will see what that is like. All right, next up, if you want to know anything about me, I have a sweet tooth. So when I saw that Duck Donuts is coming, my mouth is watering just looking at these pictures. Warm, delicious, made to order donuts, coffee, donut sundaes and sandwiches, donut catering packages. Fan favorite donuts include maple iced donut topped with chopped bacon and salted caramel. Some of my favorite things in the world. Maple, coffee, chopped bacon, salted caramel. No coffee. Maple iced donut. Okay, but I can have coffee with that one. Maple, chopped bacon, salted caramel on a donut. Cannot wait. Drop a comment down below. Do you have a sweet tooth? All right, next up, Italia. Look at that. Just by the pictures, I was like, forget about it. You know what that is? Come to Waterside Place, an inviting Italian market that brings the taste of Italy to the local community. Specializes in imported Italian products. Kind of vague, but you can kind of get the idea. It says opening spring of 2024. Now, technically, I guess that would be March, April, May. Go watch the video that I dropped yesterday, sometime in the last week. Dropped the video there. The space is empty. Now, it doesn't look like they're going to have a whole ton in there, right? A couple of bakery cases. But man, it looked empty. Empty, empty, empty. All right, so those are some of the restaurants that are coming there. So I'm super excited about that. So for those of you who maybe have been following me on our other channel, maybe new to this channel, I love showing you things about what is happening in and around Lakewood Ranch. This channel specifically is about Lakewood Ranch. This live stream specifically about Lakewood Ranch. Obviously, we're real estate agents. We can help you anywhere in Sarasota, Manatee County. But one of the things that we love about Lakewood Ranch, one of the reasons that we chose to move back to this area is obviously great restaurants, but stuff to do. So I'm not going to go through everything. You can go to lakewoodranch.com. They have an entire events calendar, but I thought this was worthwhile to check out because this is free live music at the Plaza every Friday, every Saturday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. By the way, just in terms of event, they also have a Sunday farmers market. They have Music on Main, which is on Main Street in Lakewood Ranch. And then also in Waterside on Wednesdays, they have a Wednesday event. I think what the Wednesday event is called, 6 to 9 p.m. A lot of fun. So much to do. This is an event. Did a video there too. If only once in your life, you should go see a polo event. Now, you should probably go more than once, but at minimum, just go once. They are so fun. Go watch the video. But what I love about it is they have theme events, which is a lot of fun. So when I went 2 weeks ago. It was supporting the troops. Some people got dressed up. People in the military were in uniform. But this upcoming Sunday, they have a St. Patrick's Day celebration. It is 1 o'clock to 3:30 is the event, but I think at 10, you have to book them in advance, and you can have inexpensive seats starting at $15, which is what we got, which were bleacher seats. We did not sit in the bleachers. You can bring your own chairs in a designated area because obviously other people paid for the other space, but you can bring your own food and drinks. And then prices go as high as I think $185. That's for a private VIP area with servers and a bar, and there's a store. There were vendors and there were games, and the announcer really does a fantastic job of explaining the polo rules and regulations. A lot of fun. They do the traditional stomping of the divots. Definitely go. Even if worst case scenario, you go one time and spend $15, go with a bunch of people. Honestly, it was packed. I don't know if it might have been sold out. But you're outside in the heat, so dress appropriately. And it's just a whole lot of fun. And quite honestly, it really seemed to be just families and folks hanging out, tailgating. That's pretty much all about. All right. So next up, I want to talk about this. I'm not going to go through this entire map, but you can go on lakewoodranch.com and find this map. This is the map of Lakewood Ranch. My only complaint, Lakewood Ranch, is that once the new construction stops, they take the names off of the map, which is really kind of lame. At least put the names on the map just so a visitor can come on there and see which neighborhoods are there. So you can see anyone that has a name on there. Those are the ones that are currently under construction or have model homes, etc. Here's what I wanted to talk about specifically. So you might not be able to see this here, but right over here, see where I'm circling? This is a new community. I went there the other day, shot some video as I do with all of those, which brings me to another point. So I have two channels. We have two channels. The one you're currently watching, which is at 941 Lifestyle Group. That's our real estate team name. I also have another one that is just property tours, and that is 941 Premier Home Tours. Just property tours. Some of them are model homes. Well, to start, they're model homes. They could be our listings. They could be other real estate agents who allowed us to do videos at their properties because they know we do a great job of marketing and listing homes. And if we can find a buyer, it's a win-win for everybody. So anyway, there's a bunch of videos on there already, probably 15 videos. Links in the description down below. But I wanted to talk about this one here because if you look at that map, everything that is in this border is all Lakewood Ranch, including this one. I have mixed feelings on it. This is Monterey. It is, so down here is Windward, which is currently the southernmost community in Lakewood Ranch. This is on Lorraine Road. If you're familiar with Lakewood Ranch, Lorraine Road goes right through the center of Lakewood Ranch, all the way from State Road 64, way up here, State Road 70, which is just about in the middle. Then you have University Parkway. Then down here you have Fruitville Road. Fruitville Road from Lorraine Road, 3.5 miles east. Yes, you heard me right, is Monterey. So that's why I kind of had mixed feelings on it because there's no intentions of tying this all in. There's a whole bunch of other stuff here already. So maybe, who knows, one day in the future, there's more Lakewood Ranch over here, but this one is kind of like all on its own. Still considered Lakewood Ranch. But here's two things that I thought was very interesting. So believe it or not, most of communities in Waterside in Lakewood Ranch, which is basically Sarasota County, basically anything south of University Parkway, so you can see my mouse, is Sarasota County. I do not believe that there are any communities in Waterside and Lakewood Ranch that are gated. I think there was one that had like the little thing on it. I'm not sure if that's going to be permanent, so don't hold me to that one. But Monterey absolutely is gated. So I'm not going to go through the entire details on it, but I wanted to show you what it looked like because that's the model home that I did a video at. Take a look at that one. I'm telling you, that house is so unbelievably gorgeous. They added you can't see it in here, we can kind of see it, like up in this that little window is actually a bonus room. So this house, I can't remember what he said. I talked to the salesperson. It's over 4,000 square feet. But here's what I thought was really interesting because single family homes range from 700,000 to over $1 million. Now, here's what I can tell you in Lakewood Ranch. If you are buying new construction, that $700,000 is like the absolute base model, not including the lot. You heard me right, not including the lot. I think the sales guy told me that you probably got to be about $900,000 just to get in the door. So homes range from 2,500 square feet to 4,900 square feet. So these are big, gorgeous houses. I'm telling you, this house was stunningly gorgeous. So you can't see, I don't know if you can see it here, but that is a fire pit, which I like. It's like a step down fire pit. And then there's obviously a swimming pool where the lights are, or it's kind of weird. I've never seen it like that. So where those little lights are to the left right here, and it's kind of like a beach landing with an infinity pool edge. And then above that is kind of a hot tub. So it's super interesting. And then you can't see it here, but to the left away from the house, you are on a lake, which is nice. And you probably still have, oh, if I had to guess, maybe like 30 or 40 feet of grass, and you can fence it. So really stunning. So they are going to have up to 400 homes. The first round is small, like 115 homes. There literally are 2 models and then 2 homes that are currently under construction. I am told that the amenity center is not even going to be started for like another year and a half or something ridiculous like that. A long time. But these are all built by Toll Brothers. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous community. So I have mixed feelings on it because it's far. It's considered Lakewood Ranch, and they're expensive homes. They're certainly not cheap. And then finally, my last story, for those of you who do not know, for 6 years running, Lakewood Ranch has been voted the #1. I've never heard this one before. I've always heard it called the #1 multi-generational community in the country. But this one says the #1 community in the U.S. for all ages for 6 years. And it is kind of cool because what I personally love about, I'm not going to go through all of this, but the article will be in the description down below. What I do love about Lakewood Ranch is that it really is the live, work, and play concept. I meaning that you can spend your entire life in Lakewood Ranch. You can graduate high school or graduate college, find your first rental apartment, maybe get married, maybe get a new job, and now can afford a starter condo, and that could be $200,000. I mean, you can find one for $7-8 million, but you can find a starter condo, $200,000. Fast forward, you can buy yourself a 4,900 square foot house. There was a house that sold not too long ago for a little over $6 million, and just kind of everything in between. You can be in gated communities. There are communities that are just great for families. There are communities that are great for retirees. Two communities, Crestwind and Del Webb, specifically for active adults, 55 years and older. There is something for everybody here at Lakewood Ranch. So I'm going to put some links in the description down below. This was our first live stream, short and to the point. We know that more of these that we do, there will be more interaction, more of you joining. Thank you to those of you who have watched live, and thank you to those of you who are watching after the fact. Be sure that you subscribe to the channel. We are going to be dropping videos at least once a week, probably on Wednesdays, because we are still relatively new to the channel. We're busting out a bunch of them. There's probably 30 videos on our 941 lifestyle group channel, and probably 10 videos on the 941 Premier Home Tours channel. And yeah, we're super excited. I also have some links in the description down below to some free guides that we put together for you guys. Those of you who are thinking about maybe retiring here or relocating here or buying a home here, even selling a home. Because I'll tell you something, marketing and selling homes is actually what we do best. Of course, we can help you if you're looking to buy a home, but when it comes to marketing homes, and that's what we do best. So all my contact information is in the description down below. All the links to all of the stories that we discussed. Like I said, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Adam Miller in Florida. I will see you here next Thursday, 5 p.m. live. I appreciate you guys watching. And yeah, excited for you to get to know us and excited for us to get to know you. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you next time.